Some people speak, and the whole world stops to listen. What if you could do the same? They don't beg for attention, they don't argue for control, yet somehow everyone listens. This isn't luck, it's not just confidence, it's charisma, weaponized. True charisma isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about making people feel like you are the answer. It's about shaping perception, creating trust, and making people believe they're making their own choices, when in reality, you're leading them every step of the way. The greatest leaders in history didn't persuade people, they made people believe. Today, I'll break down the psychological power moves behind irresistible charisma and how you can use them to control any social dynamic. If you're ready to master the dark side of charisma, hit subscribe. And if you've ever met someone with this kind of power, comment below. Charisma is control. Perception isn't reality. It's stronger than reality, because the one who controls perception controls the world. People don't follow the truth, they follow perception. They don't care who you really are, they care about how you make them feel. Some people walk into a room and demand attention without saying a word. Others struggle to be noticed no matter how hard they try. What makes the difference? Charisma isn't about intelligence. It's not about status. It's not even about morality. It's about shaping how people see you and making them believe in that image. Confidence. It's not just felt, it's projected. People trust certainty, not words. The moment you hesitate, they doubt you. The moment you over-explain, they stop listening. Charisma isn't about you. It's about the emotions you create in others. Think of the last time you met someone magnetic. Was it what they said? Or was it how they made you feel? People remember how you made them feel, not the words you used. And that is the key to influence. How to reshape perception instantly. Walk with purpose. Never hesitate. Hold eye contact slightly longer than normal. It creates intensity. Speak slowly and deliberately. Rushed words signal insecurity. Say less, but make every word matter. When you move with certainty, people assume you know where you're going. When you talk with conviction, they assume you know what you're saying. Perception creates reality. The halo effect is simple. When people notice one impressive quality about you, they assume you have others. If you look confident, they assume you're competent. If you sound powerful, they assume you're intelligent. If you control a room, they assume you're important. And once that assumption is made, it's hard to change. First impressions don't just matter, they define you. Why do people follow leaders? Not because they know them personally, but because they assume they have the qualities of a leader. How to trigger the halo effect instantly. Dress with precision. People judge power in seconds. Own your space. Leaders don't shrink, they expand. Speak with certainty, even when you're unsure. Act like you know. Stay calm under pressure. People trust those who don't flinch. Think of someone who walked into a room and immediately gained respect. Was it because of their words, or because they radiated presence? People don't follow the loudest person. They follow the one who looks like they know where they're going. Humans are wired to trust authority, not real authority, perceived authority. If you look, sound, and act like someone in control, people don't question you. They assume you know more, that you see further, that following you is the safest option. It's why people trust doctors in lab coats, even if they never verify their credentials. And it's why the most powerful people don't wait for permission. They act like they already have authority, and others simply follow. How to create instant authority, even without status. Speak last in a group. Leaders don't rush to talk. They let others react first. Control your reactions. Never show surprise. Never look uncertain. Use command presence. Pause before speaking and let people lean in. Let silence do the work. Those who wait before responding seem more powerful. Power isn't in words. It's in how they're delivered. Imagine two people in a debate. One speaks first, rushing to explain. The other listens, waits, then speaks deliberately. Who do you think wins? It's not about what you say. It's about how people feel when you say it. But understanding charisma isn't enough. You need to know how to weaponize it. Charisma isn't just about what you say. It's about how you exist in a space. Some people enter a room and everyone turns to look, without a word. Others try to demand attention and get ignored. The secret: magnetic presence. Powerful people move differently. They don't rush, they don't fidget, they don't seek approval with their body language. They move with deliberate control. When you see a true leader, what do you notice first? They take up space, but without effort. They are relaxed, but without weakness. They don't feel the need to constantly move because they command attention just by existing. How to create controlled stillness. Slow down. Fast movements signal anxiety. Slow movements signal confidence. Stay grounded. Feet firmly planted. No restless shifting. Eliminate nervous gestures. No excessive blinking, touching your face or shifting weight. Hold your posture. Stand as if the room belongs to you. The moment you slow down, people start watching you. The less you react, the more they lean in. Because true power isn't loud, it's undeniable. Most people fear silence. They rush to fill every gap in conversation. They talk too fast. They over-explain. But the powerful, they let silence do the work. When you pause before speaking, people listen. When you let a statement hang in the air, it forces people to absorb every word. How to use the power of the pause. Before answering a question, pause. Let them feel the weight of your response. After making a key point, pause. Let them process it. When someone tries to control the conversation, pause. Let them wonder what you're thinking. Imagine someone challenges you in a conversation. Most people react immediately, rushing to defend themselves. But instead, you just pause. Look them in the eye. Say nothing. Let them overthink. And then, when you finally speak, your words hit with 10 times the impact. Lower your voice slightly when you pause. It forces people to lean in. Hold eye contact just a second longer. It creates subconscious tension. Say less, but let every word land. People respect those who don't waste words. The greatest speakers in history didn't just speak well. They knew when to say nothing at all. But presence alone isn't enough. You don't just want attention, you want influence. And for that, you need to make people want to follow you. Charisma isn't just about presence. It's about staying on their mind long after you've left the room. People are addicted to what they can't fully understand. The moment they think they fully understand you, you become invisible. They obsess over what they can't quite figure out. The moment someone believes they fully know you, they stop thinking about you. Human nature is simple. We chase what we don't fully have. When something is completely available, we take it for granted. But when it feels just out of reach, we crave it more. The secret to creating lasting impact: give them just enough to keep them coming back, but never everything. The 80-20 rule of mystery: share 80% of the obvious, keep 20% hidden. Answer questions just enough, but leave space for them to wonder. Give them a glimpse into your mind, but not the full picture. Someone asks about your next move. Most people overshare. But instead of explaining everything, you just say, "You'll see soon enough." Now their mind is working overtime. What did they mean? What are they planning? Why didn't they just say it? And the more they wonder, the more they think about you. When they expect a direct answer, give them a cryptic one. When they assume they understand you, change the topic subtly. When they expect closure, leave them with a question instead. Mystery creates mental real estate. And the people who can't figure you out, they keep thinking about you, over and over again. Every great storyteller knows this trick. If you end a story with total closure, people move on. But if you end it with a question, a gap, an unresolved thread, they stay hooked. How to create an obsession loop: end conversations at a peak, leave before the energy fades, occasionally disappear, let them feel your absence. Introduce an idea, but don't fully explain it. Let them fill in the blanks. Instead of saying, "I had an interesting meeting today," say, "Something interesting happened today, but I'll tell you later." Now, their mind is locked in. They need to know the rest. They can't move on. And when someone keeps replaying a conversation with you, you have psychological control over their attention. If they ask for details, smirk and change the topic. If they demand an answer, give them just a piece of it. If they press harder, act surprised, like it's not a big deal to you. Because the truth is, the moment they stop wondering about you, you become forgettable. And the moment they can't stop thinking about you, you become irresistible. But influence isn't just about staying on their mind. It's about making them feel something they can't ignore. Influence isn't just about making people think of you. It's about making them feel something so intensely, so deeply, that they become emotionally tied to you. This is the emotional lock-in. When someone feels an emotional connection to you, logic disappears. They don't just listen, they follow. They don't just agree. They depend on your presence. People trust those who feel familiar to them. And the fastest way to create instant familiarity: mirror their energy, mirror their emotions, mirror their movements. How to do it? Subtly match their tone of voice. Copy their body language, just slightly. Reflect their emotions without making it obvious. If they're excited, you amplify their excitement. If they're frustrated, you validate their frustration. If they speak slowly and calmly, you slow down to match their rhythm. The psychological effect: their subconscious starts thinking, "This person understands me. This person feels like me. This person gets it." And once they believe that, their guard drops. They stop questioning you. They start trusting you instinctively. Occasionally break the mirroring pattern. Make them mirror you instead. If they trust you, slow down your speech. Watch them do the same. If they're engaged, lower your voice slightly. See if they lean in. The moment they start mirroring you, is the moment you know you have control. People don't remember what you say. They remember how you make them feel. If you want someone to become emotionally tied to you, you must control their emotional highs and lows. How to create emotional lock-in. Give them moments of excitement, laughter, and connection. Occasionally pull back. Make them feel your absence. Bring them back in with a strong emotional moment. One moment, you're completely engaged, giving them attention, making them feel important. The next moment, you're distant, less responsive, harder to reach. Now they feel something is missing. They crave the connection back. And when they realize you are the source of that emotional high, they chase it. Occasionally disappear, watch them notice. Delay responses, make them anticipate your attention. Control when you re-engage, on your terms. The moment someone sees you as their primary source of emotional intensity is the moment they stop questioning you. But if you want people to do more than follow you, if you want them to be loyal, to stand by you without hesitation, then you need one final strategy. Emotion isn't just felt, it's controlled, because the one who controls emotion becomes irresistible. True charisma doesn't just attract, it creates devotion. It makes people feel like they're part of something bigger, something they can't walk away from. This is the charismatic cult effect. People don't just follow individuals, they follow movements, ideas, identities. The most charismatic leaders don't just stand out, they create a world where people want to belong. How to do it? Define a clear philosophy, something people resonate with. Use phrases like, "We think differently," "People like us," "This is how we see the world." Give people an identity when they follow you. Steve Jobs didn't just sell computers, he created a movement for rebels and visionaries. Andrew Tate didn't just talk about self-improvement, he created an identity for men who refuse to be weak. The moment people see themselves in your message, they stop following casually. They commit. Make outsiders feel like they don't get it, but insiders do. Use exclusivity. Not everyone understands this, but those who do, they see the truth. The more polarizing you are, the stronger your followers feel connected. History is written by those who control the story. Influence is owned by those who control the minds. People crave attention from those they admire. But what happens when you give it, then take it away? The psychology behind it. When someone gets rewarded unpredictably, their brain associates pleasure with you. When they get ignored suddenly, they feel anxious and crave your approval. This is why the most charismatic people are not always available. A leader praises someone one day, but ignores them the next, making them work harder to win that approval back. The more someone chases validation, the more invested they become. Occasionally, pull back your attention, make them wonder what changed. Recognize effort selectively. Reward only when it strengthens loyalty. Keep a sense of mystery. Never let people feel like they fully have you. When people fear losing your attention, they work harder to keep it. Charisma isn't just about being liked. It's about being followed, respected, and remembered. The most powerful people in history didn't demand attention. They made others crave it. If you're ready to unlock that level of influence, hit subscribe now, because power isn't taken, it's cultivated. And now I want to hear from you. Who's the most charismatic person you've ever seen? Drop their name in the comments and tell me why they're unforgettable.